We are live on YouTube, and unfortunately, I cannot see him. Come on. It's not doing anything. Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in, and it's absolutely not letting me do that. So, um, I'm just going to close that part of it down. But howdy, everyone. Let me get the other part of it in. Come on in, Darren. And, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, I think that's got a good view. Yeah. Alrighty. Hey, I see tiles. I see ceiling tiles. There we go. Okay. Well, howdy, everybody. Made it. Yeah. It's funny. Right before service, I'm getting my vestments on, and my brother calls, and he's one of these people. We've joked that for a gag gift for his birthday, we want to get him a shark fin hat because Darren nicknamed him Jaws because he keeps talking and talking and talking when he gets on the phone. So it's like, JP, I have a broadcast to do. Dude, I have a broadcast. I can only stay for a minute.
Those don't. We guys like him. I'm hanging up the phone.
Well, I make sure to say I love you. I'll talk to you later before I do that.
I'm hanging up the phone. I love you. I'll talk to you later. And
yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, you got another veil. That's awesome. And huh?
Yeah, I'm wearing my Uncle Seth's favorite veil.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And actually, for colder weather, the robe that I'm wearing this is technically a thobe. I think that's how you say it. Thobe, Thobe. Be careful when you do a Google search for those, because if you try to search for an open front thobe, Google is going to misunderstand you. And it's going to think that you meant THONG, not THOBE.
Oh.
And you can't unsee that stuff. So, yeah. Google, I meant what I said. Don't try to autocorrect me. That's what happens when you're interested in obscure things. Yes, a thobe. And that's a type of a robe, and they typically come in white or black, or like a dark. I think I've seen some that were navy or dark brown. eBay's a good place to look for those. So, hey everyone, and Orville, greetings from Discord. Howdy. Yes, and we have, prayers for everyone. We'll be lighting some candles. I got a brand new a brand new Sekhmet candle for prayers for healing for everyone, and already got some requests, prayers to Hathor and to Noah. So we'll get this party started. And of course, the lady of the hour is Bast, and so we have her in her barque, and also there's a feast of Horus that was earlier in the week, and let me make sure I'm not stepping on something. Okay, there we go. Oh, and before we get started, I've found a new home for our photo bomber, because if you've noticed, like in my YouTube videos or off in the corner, in broadcast, you'd see a cell of Megatron. Well, that was actually one of two, and I took some time to frame him. Can you see it here?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So these are two cells in a sequence, and this is the one that you would see, at the bottom of this banner, whenever I would be taping. But now he's got a home, and you can see, how they would go. There was originally one in between these two, and somebody else got that one. So
Incidentally,
Yeah.
these are two original production cells from the original cartoon series in the 1980s.
Yeah, so let's see, for 1984, that means they are 38 years old.
Yes, several Bothans died to bring us this cell.
Well, actually, there's a dude in Houston who had some really, really awesome stuff, and we got those from him. But yeah, oh, that's right. And you guys, here, because there you go. This was my photo bomber.
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, and so you can see, in the sequence. But I wanted to show that off before we got started. And now I actually kind of miss having him over here. It's almost like he was, sort of an unofficial temple guard. So we need to get something new of Megatron to put over there. But yeah, but that by framing him, that'll preserve it, so it won't be exposed to temperature and humidity, stuff, because he's too close to a window, to really stay there for long.
Ah.
But okay, and here we go. Yes, I did some rearranging. We'll go ahead and get started. Oh, one other thing before I forget, I have to point out, we all need to say happy birthday, because yesterday was Darren's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys.
Again, I think I already got you on Facebook.
Mhm. Yeah, I actually didn't post on Facebook, but the nice thing is I could just roll over and say, "Good morning, Boo. Happy birthday."
She got me some nice stuff, guys.
Went with Shannon's birthday back earlier this month.
Oh, that's right.
I waited until literally 12 o'clock kicked around, and I sent her a personal message saying, happy birthday. And then she woke up to peer at it for a second and went back to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, actually, you know what? Because there's the Feast of Bast on your birthday. Had this been ancient Egypt, you might have been named for the feast day. So you would have been like Bast Imwea or something like that. And Darren strikes a pose.
I'll take it.
So. I had meant to warm the tap up on these, but did not get to, so apologies in advance. But at least you'll be awake.
For a second.
Yeah. Until you warm back up again. So, these cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me. This technique purifies me. Hail unto you, and that you know. That's true. These cool waters are upon our hands. Hey! Pure purity is upon our hands, our purity is upon our hearts. We cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We're pure, and now we're dried off. Okay.
really do play with them in these rituals.
Hmm?
We really do play with them in these rituals. You wake him up with cold water, and you put him back to sleep with myrrh.
Yeah. Darren goes through the gamut. Okay, I'm going to start with our main candle. There you go. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to everyone who's tuning in throughout the four corners of the world, now and in the future. This eye of Horus comes. And we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we welcome Sekhmet, for she too is the eye of Ra. We ask you to come in peace and bring healing to all of those who seek your mercy. You arise in the Arketis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Bastet, within her barque, O Horus, O Yunechiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Here we are. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oyuneshuru. These waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, Oyuneshuru, that you may be purified with it. Okay, here we go. We give you incense. We give you incense, great purity. This incense is the Eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the Eye of Horus. What do you know what you do? Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the Eye of Horus, so you know what you do. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Yes, and this is some cookie cake that's in Mardi Gras colors because that's actually the big festival around here coming up is Mardi Gras. And purple, green, and gold are the traditional colors for Mardi Gras. And if you Google it, you can find out that each one has a meaning like justice, peace, and something prosperity or something. Like I said, just Google, the traditional Mardi Gras colors, and you'll find out, everything you want to know about it. But that little bit of traditional lore translates to colored frosting on cookie cakes. But and of course the little fleur-de-lis, thing, the decoration on the cake. But why not, incorporate it? That gives us a kind of a regional flavor, for our celebration for Bast. So.
Well, why not? She is a float gal.
Mm-hmm. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the Eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Bast, O Horus. O Yenetru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Bast, mistress of the two lands, within her house. Pure, pure is Horus, lord of Kemur, within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. For Ra, for Bast, for Horu. In every place that there are mortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your bodies, O Bast, O Horu. Come to your bodies, O Yenetru. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, Yahika, your honor, and your Ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. And let us also include these flowers, that they may rejuvenate you, and your faces be brightened with them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Bastet, before Horu. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. test out this new one that I finished this week. Ora Horaketi and your son, the Osu Nisu Nebkapura Ra. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. All right, I may have to play with the jingles on this one, but it gives a little bit of a different sound. But I'm glad I was able to get that part secured. So it worked. And so, from the gods to the blessed dead, we light this candle that it may be the eye of Horus for them and light their way and do want. And we bring to them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horekeu ta henket kakao afdus en het merhat goed nibet nefret wabet anchet natcherim en kauen akupunibu ma kerunibu kirunachra. A voice offering of bread, beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these aku, all true of voice before the great god. And we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your ka shall live. Truly, your need has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The need says unto you, your word is law eternally. Isfet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. Yeah. They look really good together there. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such as the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such as the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such as the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such as the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such as the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such as the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such as the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay. We got you, poor thing. The mer got you yet again. Okay. Enas bastet nebet meri nebetang. Satatum tepe neberger. Nacherita, nebetpet, hennet nacherinibu. Hail and praise unto you, Bastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows. You slay the evil one and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Lady of the Shrine, foremost of the sacred fields, mistress of perfume, mistress of joy. O Eye of Horus, O Eye of Ra, Uraeus whom Ra loves, protect us until the dawn. And our other prayer. I have to offer thanks to Bast because we were able to rehome a kitty with, we were concerned we wouldn't be able to find a place for Nip, but we did. And so he's with the folks that take care of the horses for the local mounted police. So he's got a barn and other kitties and people who like animals who can take care of him. And so
That's wonderful news.
yeah. Yes. So thank you, Bast, and may you continue to help kitties find people that love them. So this is our cat's prayer. Oh, Mother Bast, please help me to find humans who will love me and care for me. Humans who will take joy in my antics, yet forgive my proclivities with my claws. Who will give me a safe home and help me curb my instinct to roam. Humans who will use their wondrous medicine to save me from our age-old scourges of fleas, diseases, and bearing too many kittens. And when I grow old, may they love me and be tender with me to my last, when it comes time for them to give me back to you, a queen of cats. And of course, Bast is about more than just kitties. She protects people too. And so for those who are having a tough time right now, may they find peace and joy and know your sign by your perfume. O mistress of perfume, O Lady Bast. And okay, 19H. Here we go. Yay, Horus. There's also a day for him to party too. O fair of face, O hovering one, armored, majestic, clothed in gold. You arise as Capri when you emerge from Nownet, your rays spreading over the world. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven. Hail unto you, O Horus, the great god, lord of the sky. Great falcon, dappled of plumage, ruler of flying. Winged disk upon the two lands, see a falcon united with the sun. Holy God, O falcon of gold. And there wasn't any room to put him, front and center, but Min also has a feast during this time, so we'll also say a prayer for him. Adoration to Min, to Horus praise, he with his arm upraised. Hail Min in his going forth, lofty of plumes, son of Osiris, born of Isis, great in the dual shrines, mighty in Ipu, you of Gebju. Horus the strong-armed, lord of reverence who brings pride to silence, sovereign of the gods, fragrant when he comes from Midjaland. O you of Utent, hail and praise. Yes, when people think of Min, the first thing they think of is, he has, the member, but he actually has that's meant to chase away evil. It's not just for fun. And he's associated with Horus in a lot of contexts because he represents the passing of one generation to the next. And of course he also can combine with Amun for certain festivals, and he represents the power of creation or procreation, but he can also scare away evil. So that's most often when we invoke Min, here, it's as a protector. So I'm gonna come over and see what kind of comments we have. You know what? There's a comment here that was held, and I'm like, oh no, this is no problem. Oh wow, y'all have been talking. Okay, Married Raw needs some birthday luck. It's not been good recently. Well, definitely. And Darren, one of our viewers says, "Happy birthday! Hope you live forever." So,
Me too.
yeah. Okay, and Married Raw's birthday is only 4 days apart from yours, so happy birthday, yay Aquarians. Lots of people I love very much are Aquarians. Okay. Oh, okay, and all right, that one person says, I wanted to make a quick stop. I hate to ask again, but I need some prayers for me and my mom, and I'm going to a psychiatric hospital. It's really hard on my mom. So definitely we'll say some prayers. And since Horus is your patron, absolutely, we'll ask him to look after the two of you. And another friend of ours, has had to do that, before. So yeah, it's tough because, there's if there's nobody to take care of your stuff while you're, in an extended stay, that can be a problem. But okay, and so Storma asks if recently may have contacted with said. Is there any offerings I should know about or connected? Strawberries. I think I've heard that he likes strawberries, but watermelon also is associated with him. He likes hematite beads. Let's see, and red jasper. Sure.
Spice.
Huh?
Anything spicy.
Yeah, spicy.
Spicy, heavy liquor. Any of that kind of stuff. Heavy aromas.
Yeah.
Coffee, things like that.
Dragon's blood. I think dragon's blood's another thing that Set seems to like.
Yes, he loves dragon's blood, which happens to be red.
Yeah.
He has a lot of things in common with Sekhmet in those regards.
Oh, Margaret, you're a Pisces. Okay, so your birthday is in 4 days. Okay, sorry about that, but
happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Okay. For about 2 weeks. Okay. All right. Well, now I'm catching up. All right. So let's say some prayers. And prayer to Aset. And let's see. Okay. There we go. So, here we go. I have to sit there and go, which water bottle is mine? So, by request, a prayer to Isis, or Aset. She is the one who pours out the inundation, which makes all people live and green plants grow, who provides sacred offerings for the gods and voice offerings for the Akh spirits. Because she is Lady of Heaven, her husband is Lord of Duat, and her son is Lord of the land. Her husband is the pure water, renewing himself at Biga at his time. She is Lady of Heaven, Earth, and Duat, having brought them into being through what her heart conceived and her hands created. She is the Ba which is in every city, watching over her son Horus and her brother Osiris, and may she watch over those who call on her name. And Horus, may you watch over our friend, that one person. May they have a safe and productive stay, and look after their mom. Oh, you who are the pillar of your mother, may you look after them as they get through this, and may they find healing and positive way forward. So. And also prayers of healing for those that are having issues, because Daniel mentioned having back problems. I'm also going to mention my brother who's trying to get over pneumonia, and it's been causing a lot of swelling, and he's been having allergic issues, and he's healing, but needs all the love and help that he can get. How about you, Boo? You okay?
Cold.
I'm cold. Here. Okay. Well, I'm going to throw this shawl that I have. It's really pretty colors. I got it about a year ago. It actually made it in the mail through all that weather that we had a year ago. Now I'm going to drape it around you so you can feel a little warmer. And okay, and Debbie Gonzalez asking, yes, Sekhmet, Isis, and Hathor to heal me from COVID and protect me, and also for forgiveness. And rush up in Sekhmet. Unbalanced emotions, trying to fix that.
Release them.
Okay.
Release them.
Release those emotions. That's why they're unbalanced.
Let them go.
They're
selfish and senseless. Let them go.
And we haven't even started with the divinations yet. But for some reason, I keep getting the sense that Khonsu is a good one to talk to about issues dealing with, being
psyche.
The psyche and peace of mind and things like that. And this is one of those senses I can't really put my finger on it, but it just seems that that's somebody to talk to. And of course, being a lunar deity, maybe that's where the connection comes in. But we'll say a quick prayer to Khonsu and ask him to help. But that and I think, especially if you're just dealing with depression, Mr. Sunshine himself, I think Ra is a good one to talk to for that. But well, let's go ahead and talk to Khonsu. Of course, she's also the patron of our Khonsu's Coffee House that we do as an exclusive for the Patreon channel. We taped some more, last week. So yeah, I guess that's something else that's developed is, I guess a connection between Khonsu and coffee. Hail to you, O Khonsu the Great, the firstborn of Amun, goodly youth, sweet of love, king of all children, babe born alive, who repeats birth like the sun, who repeats the renewal of Ra in Thebes, babe in the morning, old man in the evening, youth who renews at the proper times, who arrives as an infant after his old age, whom Mut gave birth to in Thebes as the august child, the living one in his manifestation of Khepri, Ra after he repeated births, a tomb in the evening within the entrance of Manu. Iris of the Ujat, Horus as a young child, babe of Amun-Ra, lord of food, plentiful of sustenance, lord of offerings who gives to those he loves. Of Khonsu, in your great wisdom, will you help those who are seeking peace of mind and stability and help in dealing with emotions to be able to find that and to know serenity as they watch the moon climbing in the evening time and know that you are with them. And to Sekhmet and to Hathor, tell you what, since we got a couple of requests for Hathor, I'm going to go ahead and light her candle, which is over here behind. Yeah, I don't know if the camera can really pick it up, but I happen to have a Shinto talisman that our friend Preston actually picked up from a temple in Japan when he went to visit a few years ago. And, he brought that back. So here, Sharon, I know you're into these sorts of things. So I was like, hey, cool. And so it's part of the altar setup now. And so. Okay, if I can reach down there. There we go. Wait. Okay. There we go. I may need to just leave this candle to finish out. And so we'll convey prayers on some people's behalf. Hail, O golden lady, beloved daughter of Ra, mistress of dancing and joy, you shine upon all peoples. Protect us from all evil, and bless us that we may prosper. And let's set her candle here. And hail Sekhmet the Great, Eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the dusk comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who detests Zfet, most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. And we have those who follow you that ask for healing and for protection and for forgiveness. And you know their hearts. And so we ask that you bless them and turn your faces to them in kindness. Okay. And of course, if anyone has requests for divinations, we've got our cookies at the ready. Oh, Zuriyuku, you said you're exhausted and a year older today. So, is today your birthday? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? The whole thing with the Khonsu and with the Moon Knight. Morgan had told us about that, and he said I thought it was a series. Because someone mentioned a movie. I would not have known about this had Morgan not told us, and he was like, well, Sharon, you've got to see this, and we're trying to figure out if we need to just do like a reaction video or just like watch it and then talk about it or what. But yeah, that's on the agenda. So, once you say careful altars tend to grow, and then other deities do the what's going on over here and show up and then move in. Yeah. This is probably going to end up expanding, outward. So very much so. Let's see. Okay, and Stormer's asking, tell me, I'm going to speak with him without getting caught. I'm in the broom closet because of my grandmother. Oh, okay.
Speak with your spirit, not your mouth. He gets it.
Okay, yeah. Darren says, speak with your spirit, not your mouth. He gets it.
Many things can be said in a sip of coffee.
Okay. Okay, I'm just, okay, yeah. Mary Rose, feeling burned out and easily stressed. Yeah, some self-care. I think this is a good year for self-care. Just say, and it's like with the frame for Megatron for cells. That was something that I at the beginning of the year I said, you know what, I need to do this. And when it took me about 3 hours to put it together, but I showed it to Darren. He's like, dude, this was long overdue. So yeah, this is a year for us to treat ourselves. We've been having to go through so much with the pandemic and everything else, and a lot of people still are having to watch out, because if they have a condition where they still have to not get it, it's really hard to try and navigate all the people that are like, okay, back to normal. So yeah, it's hard, but take some time for yourself and love on yourself this year. But okay. Zurduka is saying, I can't ever sit still long enough for meditation unless I'm on the verge of sleep. And that can be hard too. And that's another thing that
meditation is not necessary.
Yeah. Well, and also I have to point out that for some people, the traditional types of meditation are not helpful.
And from someone who is an expert at it, let me say this. When it comes to meditating, if you go to meditate and you find yourself falling asleep, that is your body's way of saying, I need sleep. Sleep.
Yeah.
You will do more in your sleep between worlds than you could possibly imagine.
Yeah. And also, if you can find some place where you can go outside and kind of be in the middle of nature, even if it's just, there's a spot, where there's trees and grass, a quadrangle and in between streets or sidewalks or something, in your apartment complex, whatever it is. Cause I know that a lot of places, are so built up, it's hard to find, a spot of nature. But if you can, that's like one of the most relaxing things you can do.
I'm even going to dare to say, if you have Wi-Fi access, take your smartphone, get in your car, pull up an episode of this.
Well, there's some stuff that I want to do where we can do like some chants that and things that you could like follow along with, but that's as the year goes on.
People can't follow you everywhere.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so Daniel and Ashley for life, and Alejandro and Serrano, and Mary Draw's birthday divination, and okay, and I saw Sobek at the aquarium. Cool. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, especially when the springtime, when it's more mild, definitely. So okay, well, let's go ahead and start with those divinations. So we're going Daniel and then Ashley for life to start with. So
that would be divine.
Yeah. Okay. Can I something? Oh, okay. These are the two little leaves for the. I'll tell you what. Put them right there. Leaves from the flower. Okay, Daniel. It says, you could realize solid gains today. So, if you were thinking about something, is it a good time to do something? Yeah, this weekend, go for it. You could realize solid gains today. And since it's kind of late in the evening, I'm going to say, apply it to the weekend. And Ashley for life. Oh, wow. I think you've got two of them down here. So here's your first one. And it says, the one who can take advice is sometimes superior to those who give it. Now your second one. If I can get it open here. There we go. I was about to say insert the Jeopardy theme. But there we go. We got it. Okay, your second one, Ashley. To build a better world, start in your community.
That may even mean start with you.
Right. And with your immediate circle. Yeah. So the one who can take advice is sometimes superior to those who give it. And to build a better world, start in your community. So start at home. There's an old Chinese saying, it is better to do a good deed at home than it is to travel far away to burn incense. So there we go. And next we have Alejandro and Serrano, and then Mardi Gras. Okay. There we go. And by the way, thanks for having the Discord. I went ahead and put that up. So, alrighty. Alejandro Serrano. There we go. Alejandro, living with a commitment to excellence shall take you far. So living with a commitment to excellence shall take you far. And I know you'd had some questions, in the past about work. Of course, that can apply to lots of things, but there you go. And for Serrana, Serrana, this says, ability is not something to be shown off. So there may be any number of things that you're good at. Don't show it off, because now the vibe that I'm getting is that's like Darren, like that advice that you give about, you should never try and show off. Like if you have psychic gifts or something like that, don't show off, because you make yourself vulnerable to negativity.
Well, there's also this. Anybody can show off. That only takes one or two good instances. Can you maintain it? Show offs are lazy.
But yeah, so you have some abilities, but it says here don't show them off. Ability is not something to show off. Hopefully that you know points to something that you recognize. But next up is Mardi Gras, whose birthday is coming up, and wow, that one just was like right here. So Mardi Gras, your birthday divination. Oh wow, you got the same one here. The one who can take advice is sometimes superior to those who give it. So I guess a couple of you guys are getting a message of listen and keep your ears open, because you could be getting some signs, some advice, some wisdom, in the week ahead. Be mindful of it. Be listening for it, and don't be like one of those people that has advice for everything.
Correct.
Yeah. And we all know somebody who thinks they have the best answer for everyone, and it's very annoying. We kicked out somebody who was like that. So, let's see. Okay, it's a Blue Conlon and Sean Dahlman. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's not giving the full link. Okay. It's. Yeah, we'll work on getting that link so that we can share it with folks. But yeah, let me see here. Okay, Don Peligro and Blue Conlon, and then Sean Dahlman. So, all right, Don Peligro, we'll start with you. Don. This life is not for complaining, but for satisfaction.
Get off your ass.
But you know what I was saying about this? This is the year for self-care.
Yes, but still, get off your ass.
Okay, so the vibe you're getting is stop complaining about something, do something about it.
Do something about it.
Well, it's rather similar to one that I've gotten. That says, discontent is the first step of progress.
Yes.
But rather than just be discontent or complain, you do something that could start you on a whole new journey, towards something better.
Seriously, the 4 words that flashed into my mind like a sign were the ones that came out of my mouth.
Okay. So, and Blue Conlon. Oh, wow. You get 2 as well.
Who's going to eat all these cookies, man?
You said something about being hungry.
Hand them over.
Well, I didn't want to start snacking on them in the middle of service. It hasn't finished yet. But,
Fun.
huh?
Fun.
Because it's good decorum to wait until after the ritual is over, and then you partake in the offerings.
Yes, but you had your appetite suppressant. I did not.
Oh. Wait. Oh. Sorry, I didn't make any coffee yet, huh? Okay, well. Couples discussions. All right, Blue Conlon, here's your first one. It says expand your horizons. Second one says, the love of your life is right in front of your eyes. And the other one says expand your horizons. So it sounds like there are some things that are right there in front of you. You just need to look at it a little differently.
Look slightly beyond your nose and watch what happens.
And let's see. Okay, and then Sean. Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, you know what I need to do is basically add you as like another moderator, so you can actually add that link. So there's some things that I'm going to have to do when like maybe in the middle of the week when we're not in the middle of doing something, and then we can administrative kind of things and set admin and moderators and things like that, so that we can.
I mean,
Well, she's been really busy, and it helps. That's why it helps to have redundancies. And I know I've had some folks who have volunteered for moderating and for things like that, and I'm definitely going to need you guys. I just need to block out a day and say, okay, this is what we're doing. Let's get on here and mess with links and stuff like that. What? Okay, you were just flapping the edges of the scarf. I didn't know if you were getting comfortable or doing something else.
yes.
Okay. So, yes, Sean Donley. And if anybody else has any other requests for prayers and for divinations and things like that, just let me know.
I have some.
Oh, you do? Okay. So Darren will be next. But Sean had asked for one. Oh, and you get two. So here you go. Sean, somebody has a lot to say to you tonight. So, the first one. To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. And considering how prominently solar themes play into what we do around here, that's rather appropriate. But here's your second one. Go above and beyond your duty. You will benefit from it. And to love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. Now this could be for a romantic partner, could be for family members, something like that. If there's some people that if you take care of them, it will come back to you in spades. So, incidentally, with regard to worrying about am I doing offerings right? Am I doing something enough? Things like that. Making sure that you're doing something quote unquote right. Don't worry about it don't stress yourself out over it. And I feel like I need to say this because I've been doing some research on neighboring ancient Near Eastern traditions, and Scribd is a really great website. You can download lots of cool stuff from there. But it's very similar to what you have with Egyptian practice, and we're a little spoiled because we have so many reliefs that are surviving from Egyptian temples, and we have a pretty good idea of a lot of things that they did. But it's easy to think, oh well, that's how everybody did it, and if I don't do it just like they did in the big temples, then I'm not doing it right. Oh no. Remember, with all of these temples, whether it was in Babylonia or in Egypt or anywhere like that, they had a lot of staff. There were a lot of people there to make sure that things went like they were supposed to. And they could afford to have these big productions and have like 8 loaves for one deity at one table, in one service. There's no way any of us could do that. So you do what you can, and and if you're sincere about it, that's what matters. So don't sweat the stuff that seems big but really is actually quite small. So that's if you were to call something a sermon for the evening, that's what it would be. Is the gods hear sincerity, and they listen, and they respond to that. So don't worry about if you're doing it right. So. Okay. Oh, and prayer of thanks. My life is magnificent except for a few bumps and bruises. Awesome.
Yay.
That's cool.
That's good to hear.
Yes, absolutely. And and somebody mentioned, because the talking about possibilities of war and all these other things. So definitely we need to do some prayers for that. And thanks to the gods for all of the good things that they've given us. Yeah. And I'm very thankful for all the good and the blessings that come into our lives.
You're going to forget one?
Okay, so you wanted a fortune.
We even said that.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's right. Okay, guys.
My coffee and fortunes were waiting in the ether.
Okay, I owe Darren some coffee after service. But,
no, not after service.
Huh?
I got to go to bed early tonight. No.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, because we're going to try and do some taping for some things tomorrow. But anyway, a fortune for Darren, since his birthday was yesterday. I'll tell you what. I'll let you pull it.
What if they have 2 things to tell?
Okay. So you want 2 fortunes. Let's see.
They may only have 1, but what if they spill the box? They want to tell me everything.
Okay. Well, just 1 came out.
Okay.
It might have been the one that you were kind of looking at. But let's see. So this one's for Darren. Darren?
Yeah.
A peaceful mind generates power. When you are calm, at peace. Yes, remember Master Yoda.
I get it. I completely get it.
Did you want? Oh, gosh. Here. Did you want some fortune cookie?
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just going to put this over here. And again, our prayers of thanks for our blessings, um, supplication for life, well-being, and health, for peace in the land, and for protection for those who call on the God's names. Tell you what, Sean, if you're if you have the opportunity to visit like where you're at, if there are any kind of like a Middle Eastern grocery or something like that, they make really awesome things like date cookies and fig cookies and stuff that not only are they very tasty, but they're um individually packaged, and like they make these date cookies. They're called mamul cookies.
Yeah.
You can also find them online. They're about like yay big around, so they're pretty big cookies, and they come in a pack, and they're individually wrapped. And what's great about it is you can set that as an offering, and you don't have to worry about it, going bad or going stale if it's individually wrapped, and you can
Right.
come back, after dinner or whatever, and you can have it.
Right. And I
Um,
tell you,
hmm.
it was made for a cup of coffee or a glass of milk, either one.
Yeah. Date cookie and a glass of milk is an awesome thing.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, I'm very much a fan of things that are individually wrapped like that, because you can offer it and give it time to be with the gods that are going to partake of it, and not have to worry about it going bad or something in the interim until you can get to it and consume it. So
Yeah.
now our Buddhist friends used to, they would always offer things like fruit, and so they always had like nectarines or bananas or things like that, and so they'd put them out, and of course they were typically doing stuff like in the morning, and so that would be like there for the day, or something like that. And we've had it like when I was doing that, I think we had a couple bananas or whatever on the offering plate, for a little while.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm going to say something here. That's like, okay, the piece of my birthday cookie cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to
It's
split
sitting
that
here.
after
As soon
service.
as service is over and the lights are off, we're going to make sure that it goes directly to them in love.
Mm-hmm.
As in, we're going to eat it for them.
Yeah.
But they know what it's for. They get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not stupid. They're also not so asinine as to be like, you have to leave it here for 24 hours and you must film it. And you must watch it while you film it and do not blink, do not go to the bathroom. Only if it disappears while you are watching it can you have it. They're not going to do that sort of thing.
Well, and what's interesting is apparently in Mesopotamia, what they would do is they would set out a meal, and then they would draw a curtain. And so there was a little bit of time that they would leave it, and the idea was that that's when the gods partook of it. Yeah. And it was behind a curtain, so that was private, And then at a certain point in time, then they would draw the curtain, they would take the food, and they would redistribute it. So, and what's interesting is that kind of parallels a little bit with what we know from references was done in the temple, in Jerusalem, because there was a curtain, and the presence of God was behind that curtain, so yeah. All right. What kind of a weird, it's like Darren's eyes just lit up, and you're having some kind of thought. Are you?
It's Oz.
Yeah, I know. I thought that's what you were thinking. Oz the Great and Powerful, yeah, but no, that's what they would do, and it's interesting learning about that and paralleling it. So the whole idea is, they're partaking while we're having service, and after service is over, then But the whole thing is Sean was saying that it's difficult because of where his meal times are and then being able to give offerings. So that's why, if you need something more flexible,
Right.
um,
Yeah. Like she was saying, get something prepackaged.
Mhm.
Even a Twinkie will do. I mean,
yeah, well, see, there are people that debate on, giving, offerings that aren't healthy and, things like
well,
that. But
I'm
that's,
going to say this.
Hmm.
Give what you can as best you can. Start small. They'll help you grow. And as you grow, so will they.
yeah.
Yes.
That's the
Most
whole point of
will
the
have
exercise,
issue with
y'all.
giving
Mhm.
things that might be perceived as unhealthy.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there is the school of thought that if you personally derive great pleasure from it, then at least in a pinch you can offer that.
Yeah, if it's something that you enjoy, if you really like Twinkies, then
Well,
then it's a sincere gesture at that
the
point.
next time I make some etouffee
Mhm.
or something like that, I'm going to bring a cup back here.
Well, then you get into other issues with like fish, or seafood.
Well,
So we'll figure that
I'll
out.
make something good that they
Yeah.
can have.
Yeah, but yeah. So hopefully this is something helpful for practical application. And again, don't pressure yourself to try to meet an unrealistic goal. Remember they're guests in your house, so whatever you're able to do, and they know that coming into it. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I was actually figure it out. How. Hmm. Okay. I was just checking in on some of the other their comments and things like that. So, and for like smaller images, laminated bookmarks, I'm quite a fan of. Although with Canoom particularly, it's sometimes hard to find artwork of him, and eventually I might get to drawing something of him. But I've got the whole thing about there are some things I need to do this year that I've been putting off. Some animation is on that list for me.
Right.
But if anybody's got any other requests, just let me know. And if not, we'll wrap this up. And yeah. Okay, and I often wonder if chili with beans is okay. I once heard that beans were taboo for some. I once offered chili to Set and got no bad vibes about that. No, Set likes foreign foods, and I could totally see him being down with chili. So
especially spicy.
yeah, and the other thing with like because we know that there were some things that were taboo in certain areas, but what makes it difficult is that we don't know where it was. Like in this particular nome or province, certain things were not done, but they were okay if you went to the neighboring town. So that makes it a little more difficult to figure out what was kosher and what wasn't. But Set likes Set tends to like things that are just he's good for whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of people have observed that Set is into.
If you brought him a burger and his thing of fries, he's not going to be pissed off about it.
Yeah, he's not going to turn it down. Oops. But
he'll eat the best, but he's also kind of a fan of the NFL football diet as well.
The NFL football. And now you got me picturing him with a big, bowl of nachos and the cheese dip.
Okay, we can stop discussing this. We need to.
Okay, this is making Darren hungry. Okay. So, all right. Well. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Unu endures. As the name of Osir Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Hemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Aket endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Bastet, O Horu. You have come in peace, O Nachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, O Bastet, O Horu. May you go forth in peace, O Nachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Menjet barque, and rest content in the Sektet barque, and may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, now, as always, I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yes, and the helmet. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to draw this up now. Set with the helmet with the 2 cans of beer, and his ears would be sticking out of it.
Yeah, of course they would.
His oracle's like, I'm gonna eat after this.
And a bowl of chips between his legs and a variety of dips on a table in front of him.
Just or something I can help stuff you too. Okay.
Funny thing is, though, is a lot of them Sekhmet would be right there with them.
That's funny too.
Yeah.
I will feed Mom segment. Don't worry.
So I can just picture her plopping down and like reaching over into the bowl of chips. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you once again for joining in. We love you, and happy birthday to everyone who's either recently had a birthday or is about to. It's a good month for birthdays, I guess.
Yep.
And I hope everyone stays safe and well. And we'll see you again next week.
We love you guys.
Big hugs, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And we will get this together with the links for the Discord and all that other stuff. That's going to happen. It's just going to take a little time. We'll see you guys soon.